Oh, who's here? It's your rich aunt. Don't you wish? Don't you wish you had a rich aunt dropping off a box of crazy clothes for you to try on today? Well, you kind of do. We do have the thrift store. And you've been to the thrift store. You know that it's not always rich aunt style there. So how do you find it? You've got to have 3 things, and we'll be talking about those as we go along. The first one is curiosity. If you didn't have a rich aunt, sometimes you have to get in the mindset of someone that you wish was your rich aunt. And you have to get curious about her decisions, her lifestyle, what she'd say no to and what she'd say yes to. Curiosity like, boy, I love this fabric, but how could I wear this? Where would I wear this? How can I make it not look like pajamas? You have to ask questions of the things that you love. You can't automatically assume that you can't wear it. Aunt Miriam would never assume that she couldn't wear anything. That was the worst sentence. We're not here for grammar. I've got 11 items here that I thrifted specifically in the mindset of my mythical rich Aunt Miriam. So let's talk about rich aunt style and how you can incorporate it into your outfits today. My rich Aunt Miriam dropped off this luxurious pajama top. She enjoyed it waking up to sunrises in Morocco a million years ago, and now she insists that you need it. Let's style it. Styling a pajama top can be a little tricky. You can easily walk out the door looking like you are in pajamas. Well, I mean, you are in pajamas, but what I would do is I would pair a pajama top with something that looks on purpose, and to me, jeans always look like on purpose outside clothes. I've got some Merlot colored jeans that I think are perfect for this, and I'm going to continue the Merlot with some boots. Adding a structured shoe and jewelry is always a good idea when you're trying to unsoften something. I wasn't sure about the use of that word. Unsoften. Don't think it's a word. Now this is looking like an outfit. Something else Aunt Miriam knows a thing or two about is not caring about her pattern mixing. If she loves it, it goes together. And that's why we're going to add a scarf with pattern. And now I'm ready for the art gallery once again. I'm mostly going because Miriam has an art exhibit there. Of course she does. You know what else she has? Marching band pants for you. Why? Because she once played clarinet in the Navy marching band. And didn't we all play clarinet at least once? Let's get into the mindset of these marching band pants, see what we can do. Marching band pants are one of the worst fashion items that there is. I say that they're on par with baseball pants, but you know what? These are probably the cutest marching band pants I've ever seen. So the great thing about marching band pants is they go up really high. They're really high-waisted, but they're designed to erase everything about you. Marching band is about conformity. I can't even believe that Aunt Miriam ever was in a marching band, but the reason she joined was free travel, so of course she did. So what you're looking for when you go to the thrift store, you're looking for items with character, items that when you pick them up, you're like, whoa, that's weird. And then when you get them home, go in your closet and find your other stuff with character, not a white tank top. So I'm going to add a striped shirt to my striped marching band pants. And I actually think they look great together. I'm also going to be adding these little woven slingbacks that have a pointy toe, just to kind of polish this outfit up a little bit. And the way I'm going to tuck this in is not all around. I'm going to pull it to the front and twist it and then just tuck in that little nub. And that creates a little bit more of a blousier tuck up front. You know what else Aunt Miriam brought over? A blue kimono robe. It was one of her favorite items when she was floating around her apartment in Paris. And now it's mine. Yes, you could wear it just like this. And I think a little gold belt would be really nice. And of course it is. And wearing a kimono outside is a little bit of a bold move. But bold, this is a rich aunt episode, of course. Of course it's bold. So what bag would I carry with this? Probably something else that's sparkly. And when you're carrying a sparkly bag and you're wearing marching band pants and gold elements, you don't look like you're in pajamas. You're fine. This is just like wearing a jacket. So this is like the #1 rule of wearing pajama items out in public and making it look like it's on purpose. Okay, so there's 3 things. You've got to have your hair done. You've got to have your makeup on, if you wear makeup. Otherwise, make sure your skincare is done well. And wear jewelry. I don't ever consider an outfit done until there's jewelry. How could you forget that your Aunt Miriam worked the clubs in New York City in the 80s? I didn't forget. These sleeves didn't forget. Tired of pajama items? I got something for you. Actually, Miriam has something for you. And you know what? Doesn't look bad with these marching band pants either. But let's do something else with it. I would like to mention that when you have a bold, low neckline like this, you can still wear it. Just get yourself a little nude bodysuit. I wear this thing all the time. It saves me from a lot of complicated neckline situations and sheer situations. So this is what I would do for my modern life. I would just pair it with a long denim skirt and some flat sandals and just wear it casually. That is exactly what you do with your rich aunt items. You have to wear them casually, as if you just walked out the house with this lovely thing on and you're enjoying life, and it doesn't matter where you're going. You're just enjoying life wherever you go. And we're not done. I really feel like this needs a belt. And she also dropped off this lovely belt from when she was traveling South America by backpack. And you would think this doesn't go with this outfit. First of all, it's brown. It's got a lot of colors in it, and we've already got a lot going on. But it does have yellow, and it has spunk. So let's match the spunk of this blouse and remember the travel of our ancestors. I think this is too much fun. I love the yellow leopard print with this crazy print, and just let everything else just stand in the background because we've got a lot going on here. I really want a big decorative bag. Maybe like this big tote bag. Yep. Feeling very fun. Feeling like I might travel somewhere on a whim or not. Maybe you don't have the funds for that, but you can travel around town in your fun clothes. You can always do that on a whim. You know where Miriam traveled on a whim? Edinburgh, where she lived for 6 months as an au pair. And now she wants you to have this wonderful wool skirt from Pendleton. I'm not even sure this is going to fit. But we're gonna have some fun. Okay, emergency. When I put this skirt on, it split down the side. So I'm only gonna show you the front. or we have a decorative slit. I guess, it depends on your outlook on life. I also ruined the hem and split it on this side. I basically destroyed this skirt like I was a superhero. I'm sure that wasn't my great strength. I'm sure it was just that this skirt needs some TLC. So we're just gonna not move much. Okay, so you've got this wonderful little plaid wool skirt that needs some TLC. And you wanna just let it be itself. You wanna let it shine. So I'm gonna let everything else be black, but you don't have to let everything be boring. So we're going to add this really structured kind of almost teddy bear textured piece. And I think that the effort of getting this thing on is probably going to blow the rest of the skirt off. And I love this. It has this huge collar and these huge shoulders, and the structure of it make it really weird. And I think that's the right thing for when you have a really classic piece like this that you just want to let be itself. Get weird with structure. And I think my hair is the wrong length for this, so I'm just going to tuck it back. And that was a good move for when you get the hair out of the way, it can really let the structure shine. I'm also letting the side of my thigh shine. So let's move on. Sorry, skirt. Sorry, Miriam. Oh, looky here. A sheer linen shirt dress, which is always a great thing. I love these for summer. And I've completely unbuttoned everything just to show you something. And that's that in addition to the nude bodysuit, some sort of nude slip or skin-colored underdress is awesome to have. You can often find something slip-like or something like this inside one of your other dresses as a built-in. Now, sometimes those can come unsnapped, and then you have a slip. I like this one because it's not shapewear. It's actually just like a dress. Having a slip like that is perfect for when you have a 2-sheer linen shirt dress. And this might be a great time to bring back this belt. Yes, this is a great time to bring back that belt because it really lets this belt be the star of the show. I'm accentuating it with a red purse, and I'm just letting those two items just kind of play off of each other. I love this. I personally really love this. But I would also like this look with some pants on my body. And when I'm wearing this with pants, I probably would unbutton this. Enough to move around freely and look relaxed. Now this outfit I feel truly comfortable and like I can do a lot more things in. I do love to wear a dress, but I love the versatility of having some pants on my body. Speaking of that, there's something back here I really can't wait to put on my body. And believe it or not, it's this duster. Am I not always talking about how dusters are super lazy? Well, I mean, you have to have the right duster. You can't just have some regular old saggy, baggy, polyester, anything duster. It has to have some sort of meaning. And to Aunt Miriam, this one had a lot of meaning. She traveled with Fleetwood Mac for a couple of months before she went on the dog sledding race. So I want to show you that this duster is not just any regular old duster. It's one of those velvet burnout. It's really pretty. It's long. And I don't think it's lazy. I think it's very decorative, very pretty. And of course you can just throw it over jeans and a tank top and call it an evening. But instead we're going to throw it over a tank dress. And having a black tank dress is an incredibly versatile item, and it can act as a blank canvas. So no, I'm not going to just wear it like this. I want to turn it into a wrap dress. And honestly, these aren't doing anything for me, so I'm going to change my shoes too. So what I love about these longer velvet dusters is they often have a slit up to here for movement. And I like to take that opportunity to take the front parts as ties and tie them. And you can tie them nice and low. You don't have to tie them up high. So that it can be kind of a decorative item, a decorative element now. And, you know, maybe you would wear longer boots in the fall. And you might think that these boots aren't the right choice because they feel like they kind of like cut me off at the ankle. But, you know, I really like them for their walkable quality. And I feel like, you know, if I were going to go out for the evening, if I wanted to walk or dance, these would be the right choice. And I think that once you start putting other on-purpose black elements around, it's really going to balance out. Okay, so we're doing the little black handbag, and we're going to be doing the black Luna scarf again. I'm just going to let that hang down the back. And suddenly, I've got an outfit that's going to make my Aunt Miriam proud. And it feels so pretty. It feels balanced. I feel like I've got like a ponytail back here. And, okay, if this is not a ponytail, I've got my belly tail out here. It's very fun. It's very feminine. Aunt Miriam would be so proud. But Aunt Miriam insisted that I take this one item that I really didn't want. And that is a simple, high quality, well-fitting pair of black trousers. Lady trousers. That's right, Aunt Miriam knows the secret is owning some lady trousers for when you just simply do want to be elegant and fit in. You would never think that that would be advice from Aunt Miriam. But sometimes you do just want to stay out of the way. Sometimes you do just want to be quiet, but you want to be luxurious, and it feels amazing. So it looks like Aunt Miriam was maybe a couple inches shorter than me, but I can still wear these as cropped ankle-length trousers. We've got pleats, we've got pockets, they fit great, high-waisted, I've added a white belt. Now, I am wearing this sweater, and it's spring, and it's cold in the morning, so what I really want is when I take this sweater off, that I've got some other kind of wow factor. Yes, it is only a black tank top, but look how interesting it is. So I've added shape. My pants stay out of the way. The white belt adds a nice accent. And I really like that this black bag stays out of the way too. But oftentimes I love to match my belt to my bag. Yes, that is so cute. Now I would love to show you something that I love to do. I like to buy a bag that you can swap out the handle. This is really just a phone cord that I picked up at a trade show. And so is this. And here's a custom handle that I made. And I made a whole video about that if you want to watch that right there. But here's a handle that you can also get from Quince. So this bag is from Quince and this handle is from Quince. But this bag did not come with this handle. And I love that it offers me this tortoiseshell moment because I love tortoiseshell accents. I think tortoiseshell, fake tortoiseshell, is the ultimate neutral. I know, leopard too. And I think that this is such a cool, classy ensemble, and it's just black and white. But what if you wanted to punch it up just a little bit more? Well, luckily she also brought you wide leg floral palazzo pants as well. These are gorgeous. I love these. But I don't want to stop here. I would love to bring that duster back out. Even though I've got a complicated neckline, I really feel like it just works like architecture in this outfit, especially if I just leave this duster undone like this. No need to tie it this time because that does create too much complication. This time, just be loose and free about this outfit. These are the best kinds of outfits because when you're out and about in your flowy outfit, you're not thinking about your body, you're just thinking about glorious, swishy fabric. And you've got yourself a super cute, super comfortable, flowy ensemble, thanks to your rich Aunt Miriam. So what were those other things that you needed in order to succeed at the thrift store? The first one's curiosity. The second one is confidence, to trust your gut, to know what you like, know what you find beautiful, and put it on your body. And the third thing is that you have to know how to curate. Not everything is meant for your closet. You can't just go hog wild. You want to be discerning about those things that you love. And if you do accidentally bring some junk in, you can always redonate and share it with someone who will find it beautiful. Curating a hilariously fun wardrobe can take a lifetime. It can take decades, as Aunt Miriam knows. Just live boldly and collect things along the way. And suddenly you'll be bestowing your niece with lots of fun items of your travels and your choices. Make sure to make some of those choices questionable so that you have better stories. I very, very much apologize for the lack of kittens today. They're not here, but they will be back. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks to Aunt Miriam, always. I'll see you soon.